Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the top 12 secret budget bikes nobody talks about. Number 12, Royal Enfield Meteor 350. The Royal Enfield Meteor 350 is one of those budget bikes that often slips under the radar in the United States. It has the kind of retro styling that many riders love, yet it comes in at a price point that feels surprisingly fair in today's motorcycle market. Underneath its classic design, the Meteor 350 carries a single-cylinder engine with 349cc displacement. It produces modest power, but what makes it stand out is its smooth delivery and steady performance at highway speeds. Riders in the US who want a cruiser-style bike without spending $10,000 or $15,000 on a Harley or Indian will find that the Meteor offers plenty of value for its size. The price is one of the strongest selling points. In most dealerships across the US, you can find the Meteor 350 for just around $5,000, sometimes a little under depending on offers. For that cost, you're getting a motorcycle with a comfortable low seat, decent fuel economy, and enough refinement for longer rides. Maintenance costs are also relatively low compared to many other imports, which makes it an attractive pick for anyone wanting to ride without constantly worrying about repair bills. Another reason the Meteor deserves more attention is its focus on rider comfort. The ergonomics are relaxed, with forward-set foot pegs and wide handlebars that make long rides easier. Overall, the Royal Enfield Meteor 350 is one of the best-kept secrets in the budget bike space. Number 11, Moto Guzzi V7 Classic. The Moto Guzzi V7 Classic is a motorcycle that often gets overlooked in the US market, but it holds a strong appeal for riders who want character and reliability without spending huge amounts of money. It carries that distinct Italian charm while still being practical enough for everyday use. At its core, the V7 Classic uses a 744cc V-twin engine mounted transversely, which is something unique compared to most bikes sold in America. The engine doesn't overwhelm with horsepower, but it offers steady torque and smooth performance that makes city riding and backroad cruising enjoyable. In terms of cost, a used Moto Guzzi V7 Classic in good condition usually runs between $5,000 and $7,000 in the US. That's a bargain considering it delivers a premium European feel at a price that's far below the likes of Triumph or Ducati in the same category. Maintenance costs are reasonable too, and the brand has built a reputation for long-lasting machines when properly cared for. The bike's design plays a big part in its appeal. With its upright seating position, simple gauges, and traditional round headlight, it carries a timeless look that never really feels dated. Comfort is another strong point, as the riding stance is natural and easy on the back, making longer rides less tiring. Overall, the Moto Guzzi V7 Classic remains one of the most underrated budget-friendly motorcycles in the US market. Number 10, Triumph Speed 400. The Triumph Speed 400 is one of the newer small-capacity motorcycles to enter the US market, and it comes with a surprisingly affordable price tag for a Triumph. This makes it stand out as a budget option in a brand that is usually associated with higher-dollar models. Powering the Speed 400 is a single-cylinder engine with a displacement of 397cc. It produces a healthy balance of horsepower and torque, giving riders enough performance for both city commuting and weekend backroad rides. Unlike many entry-level bikes, the Speed 400 doesn't feel stripped down. It still carries that Triumph refinement and ride quality, but in a smaller, lighter package that appeals to both new riders and experienced ones who want a fun secondary bike. The price is one of the key factors here. In the US, the Triumph Speed 400 starts at just around $4,000. That places it directly in line with many Japanese entry-level bikes, yet it brings a European brand name and design into the mix. Maintenance costs are also expected to remain manageable, with Triumph aiming to make this model a strong competitor in the budget-friendly segment. For many riders in the US who want something stylish but don't want to cross into the $7,000 or $8,000 range, this bike checks a lot of boxes. Overall, The Triumph Speed 400 proves that you don't have to spend a fortune to get a quality machine from a respected brand. Number 9. Yamaha XSR700. The Yamaha XSR700 is a retro-inspired motorcycle that brings together modern engineering and old-school styling. Yet it doesn't get talked about enough in the US market as a strong budget option. It's part of Yamaha's Sport Heritage line and gives riders a mix of classic looks with the reliability and performance that Yamaha is known for. At the heart of the XSR700 is a 689cc parallel twin engine, the same proven motor used in the MT series. It delivers smooth torque across the rev range, making it equally fun in city traffic and on the open highway. The engine is praised for its reliability, and many riders report crossing well over 50,000 miles with minimal issues, which is something US buyers value when spending their hard-earned dollars. Price-wise, the Yamaha XSR700 is usually available in American dealerships starting at around $9,000. While that might be higher than some of the smaller displacement bikes on this list, it's still considered budget-friendly compared to European retro bikes that often cost $12,000 to $15,000. The upright seating position and comfortable ergonomics make it easy for riders of different skill levels to enjoy, whether commuting daily or heading out on longer weekend rides. Overall, the Yamaha XSR700 stands as one of the most practical and stylish mid-range bikes in the US market. Number 8. Royal Enfield Classic 350. The Royal Enfield Classic 350 is one of those bikes that carries a timeless charm while staying affordable for US riders. It looks like a throwback to an older era of motorcycling, yet it is built with modern updates that make it practical for today's roads. For anyone who values style and simplicity without breaking the bank, this is a motorcycle worth noting. The engine is a single-cylinder, 349cc unit that focuses on smooth, steady performance rather than outright speed. Riders who prefer a calm and easygoing bike over high-revving machines will appreciate the classic's nature. The motor is also well regarded for reliability and fuel efficiency, making it a solid long-term pick for budget-conscious riders in the US. One of the strongest selling points is the price. The Classic 350 typically comes in around $4,700 in the American market, which is very attractive compared to other retro-styled motorcycles that can run upwards of $10,000. Low operating and maintenance costs further increase its value, especially when compared with more expensive European models in the same style category. Comfort is also built into the package with a soft seat and upright ergonomics that make daily use easy. All in all, the Royal Enfield Classic 350 stands as one of the best budget retro motorcycles available in the US. Number 7. BMW G310R. What makes the BMW G310R stand out is that it carries the badge of a premium German brand, yet it enters the US market at a price point that's much lower than most expect. Instead of costing $12,000 or $15,000 like many of BMW's larger bikes, the G310R usually lists around $5,500, making it one of the most budget-friendly ways to step into the BMW lineup. Its engine is a 313cc single-cylinder that delivers smooth power for daily commuting and light highway runs. While it doesn't have the raw punch of BMW's bigger sport machines, it feels lively enough for riders who want efficiency without excess. Styling is another strong part of its appeal. The G310R takes design cues from BMW's Sport Naked lineup, giving it sharp lines, aggressive bodywork, and modern touches that make it look more expensive than it actually is. Where it really earns value is in its running costs. Parts and service remain affordable, and BMW has kept the maintenance needs relatively simple compared to their larger displacement models. Combined with solid build quality, the G310R offers strong long-term ownership appeal for riders who don't want constant repair bills. Overall, BMW G310R is affordable, stylish, and reliable, making it a smart pick for US riders who want premium branding without premium pricing. Number 6 is Suzuki TU250X. The Suzuki TU250X is one of those bikes that proves simplicity still has a place in the US motorcycle market. Instead of chasing high horsepower or advanced electronics, this motorcycle focuses on being light, reliable, and easy to live with. For many riders, especially those just starting out or looking for a budget commuter, it quietly delivers far more value than its modest reputation suggests. Its 249cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine is not about speed, but about dependability. It starts every time, sips fuel, and requires little upkeep compared to more complex machines. Where the TU250X really shines is cost. On the used market in the US, these bikes can often be found for as low as $3,000, with well-kept examples still staying under $4,000. That puts it firmly in the budget category, and since insurance rates are low thanks to its small displacement, the total ownership cost is far less than most other motorcycles available. Its styling is classic and stripped down, which gives it a timeless look. The upright ergonomics and lightweight frame make it easy to ride in urban traffic or on relaxed weekend rides. Overall, the Suzuki TU250X is one of the simplest, most reliable, and most affordable motorcycles in the US market. Number 5. Kawasaki Vulcan S. The Kawasaki Vulcan S is often overlooked in the US, yet it offers something that few other cruisers in its class can match: real adjustability. Kawasaki designed this bike with what they call an ErgoFit system, allowing the seat, foot pegs, and handlebars to be shifted to suit different rider sizes. That means whether you're shorter or taller, the Vulcan S can be set up to actually fit you instead of forcing you to adapt to the bike. Power comes from a 649cc parallel twin engine, borrowed from Kawasaki's sport lineup but tuned for smoother delivery. It's not about overwhelming power, but it offers more than enough pull for highway riding and daily commuting. Price is another highlight. The Vulcan S usually sells new in the US for just around $7,500, which undercuts most traditional cruisers by several thousand. On the used market, clean examples can often be found for under $6,000. Considering its durability and customization options, it represents strong value for dollar-conscious riders. Design-wise, it doesn't try to mimic the heavy chrome look of American cruisers. Instead, it has a sportier, stripped-down appearance with modern touches, making it appealing to riders who want something different. So the Kawasaki Vulcan S brings comfort, reliability, and adjustability into a package that often goes unnoticed, but deserves far more attention. Number 4. Suzuki SV650. The Suzuki SV650 has built a quiet reputation in the US as one of the most reliable and versatile midsize motorcycles available. It's been around for years, yet it rarely gets the spotlight, even though it consistently delivers performance and value that many riders overlook. At its core, the SV650 runs a 645cc V-twin engine, which has long been praised for its smooth power delivery and durability. It's strong enough for highway use and weekend touring, but also manageable for daily commuting. Many owners have logged well over 70,000 miles on these engines with little more than routine servicing, which says a lot about its long-term dependability. When it comes to cost, the SV650 remains one of the better deals in the midsize market. In the US, a new model typically comes in at about $7,500, while used examples can often be found in the $4,000 to $6,000 range depending on condition. Styling has modernized over the years but still carries a clean, no-nonsense design. The upright seating position and comfortable ergonomics make it approachable, while the lightweight chassis gives it nimble handling in traffic or on winding roads. Overall, the Suzuki SV650 proves that dependable performance and affordability can still come in one package. Number 3. Honda Rebel 500. The Honda Rebel 500 has become a go-to option for riders in the US who want cruiser style without paying cruiser prices. It's approachable, stylish, and built with Honda's well-earned reputation for reliability, which makes it a smart pick for budget-conscious riders who still want quality. Its engine is a 471cc parallel twin that balances smooth performance with fuel efficiency. It has enough power to handle highways while still being friendly for new riders. Many owners in the US report excellent longevity from this motor, with minimal issues even after tens of thousands of miles, making it a dependable choice for long-term ownership. Cost is where the Rebel 500 really shines. A brand new model in the US typically starts at about $6,500, while used versions often sit in the $5,000 range. Considering how many miles it can reliably cover and how low the maintenance costs are, the overall value is hard to ignore. The design is another reason this bike gets attention from those who know. It has a stripped-down modern cruiser look with a low seat height that makes it easy to manage in traffic or at stoplights. Comfort is baked into the ergonomics, and the lighter weight compared to larger cruisers means more riders can handle it confidently. Overall, the Honda Rebel 500 delivers cruiser style, everyday usability, and long-term reliability at a price that fits almost any budget. Number 2. Yamaha MT-03. The Yamaha MT-03 is one of the most affordable entry-level motorcycles in the US that doesn't feel basic. It's part of Yamaha's Master of Torque lineup, and while it's the smallest of the family, it still carries sharp styling and a lively ride that appeals to beginners and experienced riders alike. Powering it is a 321cc parallel twin engine. It's not intimidating, but it's far from underpowered. Riders can comfortably cruise on highways while still having a responsive throttle for city riding. The motor has a reputation for reliability and low maintenance needs, which is why many owners see it as a long-term keeper even after upgrading to larger bikes. Pricing makes the MT-03 a standout. In the US, a new model usually starts around $5,500, with used ones available for closer to $4,000. That makes it one of the most budget-friendly ways to get into motorcycling without sacrificing quality. Combined with low insurance rates and strong fuel efficiency, the overall cost of ownership stays comfortably low. Its lightweight frame and upright seating make it easy to handle in traffic while still being comfortable enough for longer rides. For US riders who want their first bike to feel exciting rather than plain, the MT-03 delivers. Overall, the Yamaha MT-03 is proof that entry-level doesn't have to mean boring or low quality. Number 1. Royal Enfield Hunter 350. The Royal Enfield Hunter 350 is one of the most affordable retro-styled motorcycles in the US, yet it rarely gets the attention it deserves. Compact, lightweight, and priced for accessibility, it's a bike that combines style with simplicity in a way that stands out in today's market. Its engine is the same 349cc single-cylinder that powers other Royal Enfield models, tuned for smooth and predictable performance. It's not a machine built for speed, but it delivers enough pull for city commuting and relaxed weekend rides. Riders who want something steady, reliable, and fuel-efficient will find the Hunter 350 hits the mark without adding unnecessary complexity. Where it becomes especially appealing is the price. In most US dealerships, the Hunter 350 starts just under $4,000, making it one of the cheapest new motorcycles available with a full retro design. Maintenance costs remain low as well, and with Enfield's growing dealer support in the States, keeping it running doesn't strain the wallet. At a lower weight than many other Enfields, it feels nimble in traffic and accessible to riders who might find larger bikes intimidating. Overall, the Royal Enfield Hunter 350 is one of the best value motorcycles in the US, blending affordability, style, and usability into a package that deserves more recognition. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.